There was a time when I heard you calling out my name. But these days, I'm not so sure. When the room went dark and your voice was gone, I heard you all the same. But these days, I'm not so sure.
Your name, Pug, that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, well, my last name is actually Pugliese, Pugliese, and but growing up, my nickname was always Pug with everyone that I always knew.
Sounds, I'm guessing maybe as a musician, it's a little more. Does that work better for you, Joe Pug, instead of?
Fits on a marquee a lot easier, I think. So.
'Cause these days, I'm not so sure. I bummed expensive cigarettes. I wrote John Steinbeck's books. I undressed someone's daughter, then complained about her looks.
Some of your lyrics are very, to me, and I don't know if this is how you describe them, very stream of consciousness on some songs. I'm thinking of one of your earlier ones, Hymn 101, and one on your first album, Messenger, called, I think it's Not So Sure. Is that the song? Is that how you think of it? Those lyrics, to me, when I listen to it, I think they don't sound like you sat down and actually composed them out. They came really quickly to you. Is that accurate?
Man, that's a huge compliment, and I love to hear that it sounds like that because it's basically the complete opposite of how they get written. But you know, I had it's very painstaking, but I had a teacher in high school who I used to do theater and acting, and we used to improvise a little bit in the plays. And his whole mantra was you want everything scripted to look improvised and everything improvised to look scripted. And so it's a great compliment to me to think that these songs that were, you know, so laboriously put together sound tossed off the cuff and sound effortless, because that's, as a writer, that's certainly what you go for.
Breathing was so easy then, I wish that it still were. Now as the breeze just makes me colder, I know that these days I'm not so sure.
And I think if you want to be an artist and a creative artist, I think intuition is probably the most important thing. You know, intuition and hard work.
So if you see me tripping, I've forgotten how to walk, and I spend my days wishing after her. My steps are without rhythm, and her name is drawn in chalk. 'Cause these days I'm not so sure. I drank my wine for breakfast every morning I was born. In the black electric winter, my back was always warm. Sleeping was so easy then, I wish that it still were. Now in my sleepless bedroom, I know that these days I'm not so sure.
Thank you. That was really nice.
Thanks.
Appreciate that.